Today only somebody proposed this question. There's so many people are committing suicide. We should do something to help them. Then the question was, to the extent I could understand, that why soul is not awakened enough to know that when you commit suicide, you will have to suffer the consequences much more next time, because it is heinous act. And that is where I said, no. The only mistake you are making is that it is not the soul which takes this decision to commit suicide. It is your confused mind which has denied it. There has no light of the soul feeling at all coming there. These certain things are universal. A spiritual person will always say, they will say that taking your life is the worst sin, worst crime you can commit. It is an opportunity, how much you worked for it to get. Whatever the condition. Never ever. Suicide is never an option. It's a mistake all the time. But it is not the soul which takes this decision. The soul is aware, how can it never knows death, how can it take a decision to take life? It is ever living, how? It's not possible, it's unimaginable. Its mind which is so perturbed that it is not seeing even the light, that light is within. So it is the darkness killing itself. So these things, why these are happening? Because they are, if at that moment when such things, somehow they get satsang, somehow they will forever commit themselves to life, not to the death. That how precious this opportunity is, how to make use of it. It's an opportunity. So that's a practical thing I am telling you. There's very many people, because this question has come. Parents are no evil children. If they fail exam or something, they do such things. You understand what does it all say? So if such things, such parents or anything, if they at least who have suffered, they can be conduit for further contributing to the society. Because when somebody is badly hurt, they somehow awake. Then now it's not doable. So these certain things are there which are unquestionable, that such things should not come into the mind. If they have come, and they should be consulted immediately. Such thoughts should not be there, entertained at all in the society. And this is highly confused statement. Somebody, an IAS officer, committed suicide, and he posted a video, and so many called me and said, "Sahi to bol raha." Then I said, "No, this is the state of the affairs in society." Because he, in a very cool, calm voice, says things, "No, I tried everything, then I thought I will do some spiritual this thing." Then also, what is the fun in doing that also? And finally, I take this step. In the years of his. And others are saying, this is, you say to bol raha hai, what is that? And that is more troubling. One person can go mad. But whole society going mad means something very wrong in the society. So such people, if they get a glimpse of satsang somehow, they will not do such things. Because they have gone so far in their identification with illusion or confusion or world has become so much that they have forgotten their real identity. Now anything, in illusion, anything can go wrong. We don't know with whom, with what kind of illusion you have committed yourself. And if that thing goes wrong, and you say there is no meaning in life, that is true for you. Because that is where you have committed yourself. You have not committed yourself to your soul. You have committed something outside thing. So, if such people somehow get this satsang, these things, others there is no this thing meditation for it. They need to know. So this also, because this is such a thing, no, when you are a seeker, you should know that life's value is unparalleled. Nothing is more valuable than life in life. So that should be all that I kept in mind. Certain things, there are points like questioning the existence of soul. These are called ati prashna. Ati prashna means they themselves are false. That question itself is false. Otherwise, I can ask you a counter question. Who is asking this question? If you question the soul, then I have to ask you, who is asking this question? So these are ati prashna. Means they are false questions. Like that, value of life. You cannot give any this thing logic that because of this I committed suicide. It's not. It's like there can be no situation in which somebody commits suicide. Means, why I am saying this? That means delusion is there. That person cannot be told a realized person has such acts. Not, light is not there. Darkness is too much.
So, like you said about this, suicide is like it's the worst thing. You should never think of it. How about this euthanasia?
This one of some of the religions and sects. They even
legal it is. No? Legal you can ask.
How
is it then? That is also not.
See, that is the problem. That is the problem. See, you have to see the order. Law, all these things you are speaking about legal things, no? That legally it is so.
In some countries.
Yes, it can happen anywhere. So even some religions have provision for that in our country itself. So this is a legal, even religious in some places they call it, glorify it very much. So this is law originates from morality. All the wise people at any time, whatever they are, they only gave some moral things. Law, how the law came into being. It has its sources. Traditions, rituals, these are the sources of law. Morality. So all these things, so law is a lesser thing. It is not a big provision. It is not it doesn't give a spiritual this thing. It is a workable that no, if you can't do anything, we will punish you. It is meant for animals. It is not for human beings. Rightly said it. Yeah. If you are following properly, why do you need a law? If like a proper human being we are behaving, and why we need any law? Law is needed because we are not behaving like human beings. So anything when person's mind, if their consciousness is coming down and down, then they can prescribe anything. One of them is this also. They say, no, what is the base of that? Pain.
Pain can't bear.
But here I am saying pain is very good. You should have pain, otherwise you are not alive. Pain is the evidence that you are alive.
We are alive without pain also.
Pain is a very deep thing. Poets write it like this: dearest, the pain of loving you is more than really I can bear. Tension perhaps. The pain of loving you really than I can bear means it is such a pain of love that even my existence is falling less for it. And he is writing this in ecstasy. That is the pain. That is the thirst. That is the thing. So Kunti asked Krishna, I cannot remember you. Give me the pain so that I remember. Otherwise I forget.
It's not bodily pain.
That is not bodily pain in that sense. It depends on where our consciousness is. But if our consciousness is there, then yes, bodily pain, I will say. At least some kind of pain one should have. Otherwise you don't feel life, what life is.